Okay, so I'm back. So, like I said, I don't want these videos to be long, so I'm gonna get into the reading right now. So now, most of you black people, if you can connect the dots, understand. Some of you won't, because some of you stupid as hell. Why it is? It's got nothing to do with the fact that your skin produces so much melanin. That is just ridiculous. You know, when people are gonna find reasons as to why they treat you a certain way. It doesn't necessarily have to be that reason, y'all, okay? It's just them trying to rationalize why they don't fucking like you. But there's more behind the story, okay? Behind what's going on, and it is because it's a karma. It's a karmic debt. Because black people, until y'all start treating the children fairly, respecting them, listen to my video on Fanny Kusujoso, that Instagram, on the chastisement of a parent, because I believe my sons and I, we have a beautiful relationship. Though they try to defame me and try to make me look like a horrible mother, you know, my sons and I, we have a beautiful relationship. They're constantly trying to put a gap between us, you know, with their foolery and all kinds of nonsense, okay? And I reported to Children's Advocate here in Jamaica that they're abusing my children, and this is no joke. This is no joke. They're abusing my children emotionally, physically, and financially, okay? Because they're trying to get a rise out of me. They want me to, you know, get all angry and cuss them out so they can say, oh, see, she's a mad woman. She's as if we're not entitled to feelings or emotions. Like, am I a fucking robot? But when I detach from certain situation, you know, they're like, I'm crazy just the same, because like I'm so cold, I'm so heartless, I'm so detached. It's like you can't win with motherfuckers, and you're not supposed to try to win with them, because if you do, they got a problem, and if you don't, they got a problem. The point is they're trying to drive you to a point of, you know, confusion and, you know, derangement, so they can that can supplement their, you know, false accusations that you're mentally deranged. And then they can say, oh, see, we told y'all bitches crazy. No, bitches, I ain't crazy. Hell is this? I'm the most rational and logical yet spiritual person I've ever come across, because I'm Aquarius trine. I'm balance personified. So I make rational, logical sense, and I also make spiritual sense. There's a support there for either sides. And, you know, it's balance. Okay? So, when y'all stop being, you know, so fucked up in the membrane, then y'all will start getting justice. It don't got nothing to do with melanin. Melanin doesn't make people ugly. Okay? People are just trying to rationalize why they hate your ass, black people. And the truth is, there's a spiritual reason. It's your karmic debt, okay? Whether or not you deserve that, yes or no, if you don't deserve that karmic debt, you're called to separate and segregate from the rest of the black community, from the black collective, okay? Because you're not like the rest of the black people who abuse their power. And I was called more than once, okay? To walk away from the black community, because I do not resonate with them. They don't understand me. They don't get me. They play too much into egos and facades. And I'm not about that. I'm Aquarius. Aquarius is a free thinker, free spirited. I'm a hippie. I don't give two F's about reputation or about dressing a particular part or playing it up. That's not me. I don't respect people. I honor people who are to be honored, but there's no respecting of persons where I'm concerned, because God says so. Be no respecter of persons. That's where you become biased, because people dress a certain way, they have a certain amount of cash, they live in a certain community, they live in a certain type of house, they talk a certain way, they're from a particular country. I don't do that shit. I deal with, you know, fear-minded people. Whether you are homeless on the street, whether you live in a castle, or you're one of little means, I don't care. Are you fair and just? Okay, let's roll. Okay? That's me. And so I've detached myself. I'm just like too weird to the black community, because they play into egos and facades. Okay? That's not me. And so we can't roll. And the honest truth is, if you follow my Fanny Kusu Joso Instagram, you would hear me say many times, I've never had friends growing up. I've always been the loner. I've always been alone to myself. Many people, they thought I couldn't talk. Like, they called me the shy girl throughout my school years, basic school, primary school, and high school. Those are the, the school level, academic levels here in, Jamaica, prior to tertiary level, which is university and all of that. But I can talk, but there's just some stupid bitches and ninjas. Like, they were just never on my level. I'm just like way more mature than them. I've always been way more mature than them. Though I was, a year older than most of them, that's not enough to say, okay, that's why you're more mature. Because there are some who were born the same year, 89 as me, okay? And they were just dumb motherfuckers. So, black kids, most black people, they're not on my level. Most of them are so fucking ignorant and arrogant. Sarcasm, I'm a very sarcastic person, but I can't use that here because bitches and ninjas, they don't get it. Even though they know about sarcasm and they may know what it means, they don't fucking know when you're using it. Because they're so fucking stupid. And it's the God truth. I'm not lying. I'm not saying everyone here in Jamaica or everyone in the black community, but most get the point that I'm trying to say. 2 out of 3 black people you come across are dumb as fuck. You cannot use, what you learned in literature on them. You cannot, speak proper English to them because they don't know any of them. And then they get all riled up when people treat them like shit. When they treat themselves like shit, they don't, even though they study certain things and they got, like in CXC they got, grade 1s or distinctions, or in universities they might have been valedictorians, or the head of their university faculty or class or whatever you call that. Whatever they learn in these institutions, they never put them into play. It's as if, bitch, did you ever go to university? I couldn't tell. I couldn't fucking tell. Your grammar is fucked up. You got distinction in CXC, English language. The fuck is this? Really? And I don't believe in them stuff, because a lot of times you got people who suffer from anxiety, who just don't do well on examinations. But that doesn't mean that they're not smart. It's just that, they just, especially even if they were grown in dysfunctional family systems, it's just really hard for them to thrive around, wicked, cruel motherfuckers. And that's how it was for me, pretty much. But I'm a smart chick. I know I am. And I've never been to university. Spirit taught me all of what I know, and all praises to the Great Spirit. That's why I gotta lift up His name, in that first video, the one since morning, the first in this series. Okay. So I'm sorry, y'all guys, for making this long, but I just wanted to dispense some knowledge. How is this? And now I gotta come back again because I just got all rambling again, as if this is my Feniku Sujoso Instagram. That's what I do on that Instagram. This is just for readers, but I gotta explain certain concepts and certain realities so you can connect the dots. Okay?